ever imagined. The continents of the world became overgrown overnight with giant trees. When the humans wake up and go to work, the tall buildings are all covered with trees. Suddenly the whole of modern civilization seemed to have returned to primitive times. Looking at the earth from space, wrapped in a thick layer of green, amazing human beings trying to clear a tree with a flamethrower. They can't believe the fire just lit. It went out in a very short time. The doctor sees through the truth immediately. Because trees control the earth's oxygen, just reduce the amount of oxygen in the surrounding air, they can put out the flames. Clara wondered, why do trees? It would cover the entire planet overnight. The doctor explains, the Earth has been around for nearly 5 billion years. There are so many natural phenomena that man has not yet experienced, and now all of this is happening. For humans who only live a few million years, it's still too much. At this moment, a little girl was chased by wolves that escaped from the zoo, shouted for help. Doctor and Clara hurried towards the girl's voice. They haven't figured out a way to get rid of the wolves. Then from behind appeared an even more fearsome beast. The wolves fled in terror. That is a hungry tiger. Just as it was about to pounce, Danny showed up just in time. Take out the flashlight, shine a light on the tiger's eye. Because cats dilate their pupils in the dark, the harsh light made the tiger's eyes very uncomfortable. Soon it was gone, but then the little girl, she kept swinging her hands. She felt the trees around her trying to communicate with her. To figure out why, Doctor pulls out the sonic screwdriver, mirroring the voice in the little girl's head. The original, it's the trees that have been talking to the girl. The tree told the doctor, they have been around since the birth of the Earth, the world-famous Tunguska explosion. They were involved in the Brazilian meteor explosion, and now a powerful solar flare is about to invade the Earth. They were called again, one-night forest, and this time the world will be devastated for the reason that trees appear. Doctor is not sure. The connection was broken, and then the doctor began to frown too. Clara knew this expression well. She asked the doctor, is the human race going to be extinct soon? Doctor told Clara the truth. He saw it with his own eyes. Star collapses and planet cools. A catastrophe like this, it's all metabolism in the universe. Suppose the Earth was going to die too. He can't fight the laws of physics. Clara had nothing to say. Doctor tells her to leave Earth with the baby. At least part of the human race will remain. Clara, however, did not agree, because this is where the kids live.
I can save you.
Don't make me say it.
Say what?
I don't want to be the last of my kind.
The doctor was particularly sad to hear this, because he's the last Time Lord of his own planet, alone in the world. In the end the doctor has no choice but to leave on the TARDIS. It didn't take long. As Doctor watches solar flares on screen, suddenly he thought of trees that would not burn. An epiphany. Get back to Earth, he said excitedly to the Clara party. Giant sun scabs listen at a second, 1,000 miles toward Earth. It's accompanied by magnetic storms, and the solar energy that's released now blows away the entire planet in an instant. These are catastrophes for humanity, but it has happened on Earth before. The Tunguska explosion of 1908, the equivalent of 500 atomic bombs hitting the Earth, would have thrown the Earth off its axis, but it didn't just blow thousands of trees. And every time the planet faces a catastrophe, there will be trees. Now trees are all over the world, which means the atmosphere is filled with oxygen, formed airbags filled with combustion-boosting gas. When a solar flare passes by, airbags in the atmosphere would protect the planet. So these trees are not the enemy of man. They are the Earth shield, has saved the Earth countless times. The doctor then takes Clara into space on the TARDIS. We watched solar flares occur.
I hope I'm right. Slightly awkward if the world was destroyed at this point.
Finally, a solar storm. The trees began to block the huge impact, absorb the solar storm. After the disaster was over, the trees gradually turned into dazzling points of light, disappeared into the sky. Doctor Who in this episode, the main meaning is to call on human beings to protect nature, take good care of the environment. Only in this way, humans will be able to live longer on Earth.